tenyo. Oh, what that dine. This is the voice of the Patriot. And here we speak truth to power. Now here we don't criticize, but if we must, it would only be on one condition: to build and not to destroy. That is why we keep saying we are in the service of God and country. Now in our daily editorial today, we have a number of issues we need to look at, and I need you to come along. Now the very first story we are looking at today is taken from Ghana Web, and it says Burkina Faso Terrorist Attack. 7 Ghanaians reportedly killed. And I read, at least 7 Ghanaians were reportedly killed in a terrorist attack on tomato traders in Tetao, Burkina Faso, on Saturday, February 14, 2016. Now, according to reports on social media, all the victims were Ghanaian male cocoa buyers, tomato buyers, and the drivers of the trucks, which were being used to transport the tomatoes. One social media user, Alaji Bangbangu, a journalist who reported the attack on Saturday before the statement issued by the Ministry of the Interior confirming the incident on Sunday, February 15, 2026, said that the terrorists spared the Ghanaian traders who were women. He indicated that the Islamist military group JNIM, which was responsible for the attack, also set several trucks used by the Ghanaian traders ablaze. Now, the journalist also shared pictures of some of the traders who were killed. He also shared visuals from the scene of the incident, which showed some of the vehicles that were set ablaze completely bent, and the charred bodies of some of the victims. Now, the president of the Tomato and Onion Truck Drivers Association, Eric Tufuo, in an interview with Joy News, corroborated some of the reporting by Bangbanku, even though he did not give a number for the people who were reportedly killed. Now, the president indicated that the terrorists attacked the Ghanaian trucks because they perceived them as their enemies. He indicated that the terrorists shot all the men and left the women unharmed. What actually happened was that the terrorists suspected that some of their enemies had entered the country, and our vehicle was in the town at the time. They shot the male passengers, leaving the female passengers unharmed. All the men who were seated on top of the vehicle were shot dead. Tufuo is quoted to have said to Joy News, my brother, it is very sad, very, very sad that in these times, when we are praying for a borderless Africa, terrorists are making sure that this does not happen. Terrorists are shooting and killing people. And every now and then, we see gory scenes of bloodshed, bloodbath every now and then. What are we doing to ourselves? Now we hear they are Islamist terrorists. What does it mean? I don't understand. Are they killing non-Muslims? No. They are killing everybody. Who are their enemies? We actually don't know. Could this be a political thing? Now, they claim that they are Islamist jihadists. Yet when they are shooting you, they do not ask you to say the Shahada. Could there be Islamists at all? Now, what do they really want? If they are jihadists, what is a jihad? A jihad is a religious war. Jihadists are people who fight in religious wars. So if this is truly a religious war, why are they not showing their Islamic colors? My brother, who are their enemies? Because common sense will tell you that when you are fighting a war, you fight your enemies and leave out your friends. From this report, it looks like the women are their friends and all men are their enemies. True? That is what it means. So what kind of jihad is this that kills only men and spares women? My brother, nobody is safe under these terrorists. These are not Islamists. They don't know anything about Islam. These are just murderers, bloodthirsty vampires, my brother, my sister, who are just pushing a political agenda against some governments that they are not happy about. That's all. And hiding under some Islamic cover, because the name of Muslims has already been destroyed by the West. Every Muslim is a terrorist in the eyes of Donald Trump and his ilk. For him, Islam should even be banned. No Muslim should even be allowed in America. My brother, my sister, if you give a cat a bad name so you can hang it, or is it a dog? My brother, my sister, then where is the justice? To the 7 Ghanaians who have lost their lives, and many more other citizens from other countries. In fact, it is so downhearting. It is sad. Now, these women who survived, have they really survived? Were they raped? They shot and killed 7 men, and they let the women go free. Can I ask yet another question? The women that they allowed to go, are you sure that those women are okay? For a woman to stand by and watch 7 men shot and killed in cold blood, are they not going to have some kind of trauma? Unless they were women created by Satan. If not so, me, even as a man, to stand by and watch a human being shot to death, I will be traumatized. To even watch an animal shot and killed, I, Blakk Rasta, will be traumatized. That is why I don't kill or eat animals or even encourage the killing of animals, let alone human beings. My brother, now the government of Burkina Faso must sit up and watch this. I know the government of Ibrahim Traore is doing so much to fight terrorism. But my brother, these cowards are still hiding in the bush, opening fire on innocent people. We are coming to buy tomatoes, GM tomatoes, genetically modified tomatoes, to bring into our country. We are not coming to steal the tomatoes. We are not coming to loot. We are coming to pay for the tomatoes, trade, buy. And then we are shot and killed. My brother, my sister, this is very sad. But let me conclude like this. I think it is a big failure for Ghana to go to Burkina Faso and import tomatoes. It is. Burkina Faso is a landlocked country. There is no sea. They have never seen sea waves, let alone The beach. My brother, my sister. Yet they are able to Arabize their land in one way or the other. They have arable lands. When I go to Burkina Faso, I'm able to eat some fresh carrots. Big. Some of them as big as my arm. How did they achieve that? Is it GM? They tell me it's not. Yes, they have GM tomatoes, but a big chunk of their thing is not GM. In fact, some even argue that their tomatoes are not GM, it's their cotton that is GM. I've been to Burkina Faso several times. Last year alone, I was in Burkina Faso 5 times on the invitation of Ibrahim Traore. One time I was there. The second time I was there, my brother, my sister, to perform at the film festival. My brother, my sister, Burkina Faso must sit up and deal with these terrorists. 7 Ghanaians have been shot dead. The women are traumatized. Their wares have been set ablaze. Even the drivers of the trucks were shot at point blank, killed in cold blood. What kind of message are we expecting from Ibrahim Traore? That he's sorry? That's the best he can do. Send his condolences and say he's sorry. His country itself is suffering from these terrorists. My brother, my sister, to the families that lost their sons in this terrorist attack, we send our condolences. And to the women, please, let's hasten and give them some medical care. I know a lot of them are traumatized. Now the next thing I want to look at is a sad story, but we will let it go. I'm reading this from my Joy Online, and it's a sad story. The headline says, Alaji of Radio Univers dies age 63. And I read, there's a photo of him there. It says, Dr. Abubakar Sadiq Ahmed, former station manager of Radio Progress, has passed away at the age of 63. Popularly known as Alaji, he died on Monday, that's today, February 16, 2026. The news was confirmed by his widow, Naziha Al-Hassan. Now speaking on Radio Univers, Naziha said Alaji died at about 10:15 a.m. at the University of Ghana Medical Center, where he had been receiving treatment over the past few days. For more than 3 decades, Alaji dedicated his life to Radio Univers, beginning as a student journalist and rising through the ranks to become the station manager of the University of Ghana's non-commercial campus-based radio station. He holds the distinction of being the longest serving staff member in the station's history. His tenure was marked by discipline, mentorship, and a commitment to excellence in campus broadcasting. Now, beyond the confines of the university, his impact resonated across Ghana's media landscape, where he trained and inspired generations of journalists who have gone on to distinguish themselves nationally and internationally. My brother, my sister, this is the story of Alaji. Some people passed through his hands. Some of them my brother, my sister are paying homage to him. We're going to try and talk to a couple of people who sat under Alaji, who learned from him and got mentored by him. Now, one of them is 62's Don Ulo, right here at 3 FM. In fact, he was with City before he decided to come here for greener pastures. 62's is on the line, my brother, my sister, and I'm going to be talking to him presently. All right. Well, it looks like we have lost 62's. So, I mean, my brother, my sister, let's listen to this. Alaji worked so hard to be able to make things happen. Very hard. For about 30 years of his life, he stayed on one radio station known as Radio Univers. Campus-based Radio Univers. Hey, at the time, the morning show on Radio Univers was what everybody was listening to. My brother, my sister, and it's terrible.